In South Africa's coastal city of Cape Town, the picturesque Baines Mountains form the backdrop for the country's main whiskey producer. The James Sedgwick Distillery has been making Baines Cape Mountain whiskey for over 30 years. The double-matured whiskey is made from 100% South African yellow maize. The company is looking to tap into demand for luxury drinks among the country's growing elite. Andy Watts, a master distiller, is the manager at James Sedgwick's Distillery.
We are the only commercial whiskey distillery on the continent of Africa. There are a few people who make whiskey on a very small scale, but not on the commercial scale which we do. So, you know, back in 1977 when we started making whiskey, we didn't realize at that stage that we would grow to where we are now.
The whiskey is matured in casks for 3 years, then transferred to another set of casks for between 18 to 30 months to obtain its distinct flavor, said to have a hint of spice and sweet undertones of oak. The award-winning tipple is sold in stores locally and also marketed in various countries abroad. A few years ago, the African market boiled down to a tiny elite for luxury goods, but disposable incomes are slowly increasing. Store manager Johnny Parel says Baines is popular and that the new customer is not shy to show off and wants to be seen having an expensive tipple. A 750ml bottle of Baines retails for around 300 Rand.
The Baines whiskey is a grain whiskey, so it compares a lot with Jameson, your Tillamook, and your Bushmill whiskey. The person that likes the Irish whiskey prefers a grain whiskey. It also compares a lot with Grant's whiskey. So I mean, if you take in consideration on the pricing, the Baines whiskey outsells Grant's by far, even though the price is much higher. It's a superior product.
As economies boom, the elite circles are widening and a growing middle class is aspiring to finer things on the continent. Luxury firms are targeting the burgeoning ranks of what South African retailers call black diamonds or affluent African professionals. Luxury alcohol is a display of prosperity that even middle-income earners can afford from time to time, giving retailers access to a larger chunk of the African pyramid. Pricey bottles of Johnny Walker are a familiar sight even in shebeens, the informal taverns common in South Africa's black townships.
Most of the people now, they're changing to whiskies, not brandy that much anymore for some certain reasons, and then they're changing now to drink more of the whiskies.
The interest that this has created globally of, whiskey connoisseurs, even local consumers that actually want to know and want to be part of the journey of we've been here. We actually cannot believe that something is happening in South Africa.
In 2014, whiskey was the best-selling spirit in South Africa.